Yes, sir. It is I, your boy from Bed-Stuy, and I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in for Don't F Up the Crime Scene, where me, special guests, will tune in and talk about our experiences on crime scenes and how to mess up the case. All right? So sit back and enjoy and holler back at your boy. Holla. What up, y'all? It's I, your boy from Bed-Stuy, coming again for Don't Fuck Up the Crime Scene. I got episode 72. I got somebody who's on a road right now. He is actually driving, and we're going to get it in while he's driving. Special peeps. I've been knowing him for a long time. We hang out, we eat a bomb, and all that good stuff, okay? I'll give him his background on what we do, all right? So let's talk. Let's talk about what we're going to do. So let's do a quick read on the sponsor. It is be brought today by Done Right Designs. Done Right Designs. You can always get the best, clean, clear, competent, concise content and context website that you ever need. We're at Done Right Design. Again, that's Derek at donerightdesigns.com. That's Derek at donerightdesigns.com. All right, so that's our sponsor. We put this over here. I put this in my clip, and we're going to get going. So, and I got a special Mike Perkins. Again, let's read off his credentials, right thing. He's been a long time retired St. Louis PD. He works for right now Atlanta Humane down in Atlanta. Been there 5 years. He's like everything there. And back before he was everything there in Atlanta, he was everything in St. Louis. He worked for Humane Society of Missouri. And I know all the people down there. I can still go see him. I still go teach. He has about 22 years of animal welfare, and he's former PD. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, no. And see, guys, y'all don't know. I just called Mike, said, dude, what you doing? He's like, bro, I'm driving. I got an hour and a half. I said, that's good, bro. Let's go. All right. And Mike can tell you, we work together, we talk together, we train together, we actually party together too. Mike has he has this hip thrust move that he does, all right? You guys do not know about this. He has this move. Mike, don't act like I'm crazy, okay? He has this sexy move he does on the dance floor, and it's only about a 1.5. It's not even a 2-step. It's like a 1-step, all right?
Some skeletons are left best in the closet, dude.
I love you, bro. All right. So let's talk. This is Easy 8s. The first time he's coming on. A first time's coming on, so let's do the Easy 8s. Mike, what's the best thing you like about your job?
Oh boy, there's a lot that I like about my job. I think that the whole Atlantic Humane Society is a very progressive, forward-looking group that just has grown leaps and bounds in the short 5 years that I've been there. They've got great leadership, awesome programs, and I'm just really happy to be a part of all of it.
You know, the thing is, we go back so far. I remember when you got on, because, I was there a little before you came with St. Louis and stuff like that. I liked your team. I like how you ran your team. You was on point. You had SOPs. You held everybody accountable. You had a good team. And then you trained everybody. I love it. And, we're going to go into what you're doing now a little bit more. But again, next question will be favorite movie or book or both?
I guess favorite movie, probably Top Gun Maverick. Really like that one, and I think it's better than the first. Favorite book, probably, I'm reading right now a book called 1 Minute After. With the state of the world being what it is, it's a story about an EMP that hits a group of people up in North Carolina. It talks about what they experienced, what happened, the confusion, the not knowing anything. Hopefully it's kind of a nightmare, and I hope it doesn't happen. But if it does, I think it gives some good ideas of insight on what needs to happen for preparedness, which really kind of falls in with a lot of the stuff that I do in disaster preparedness for the animals. So very parallel there.
Hold on. I'm liking this right now. Because I always have to get a title for the show and everything. Disaster preparedness. I like this. I have another homegirl supposed to be coming on, but I like this. Mike. All right. So again, I understand PPEs. I understand being trained up, equipment up, stuff like that. And again, me and you, same cloth. We understand the same thing. We understand paradigms. We understand how we go about and do the correct stuff when it needs to be done. We understand stress and how to work through the stress and see, okay, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like when you was a police officer, you're like, okay, what we doing? Where we at? As far as you doing animal cruelty / and you doing disaster prep, what are some of the things that you like to do with your team to prepare them for that moment?
Well, I think it's just getting the basics of everything that we're going to do when we bring our team in, whether it's a removal of animals from a cruelty situation to a response to a disaster. You know, you've been on them before. There's so many different factors that can happen. But I think getting that muscle memory for the team, that when we go onto a scene, this person does this person does this, so that everything kind of moves very fluid and everybody is focused on their specific job and they know their job. And then after we get to that point, we start doing cross training so that if one person can't make it or isn't able to respond, then we can start having other people kind of fill in the gaps of where we need them. So training with the team, once they get into that groove, throwing them curveballs. What happens if this? What happens if we do this? And I branch my trainings out not only from my team, but to the animal controls and law enforcement throughout the metropolitan area and throughout the state of Georgia. I've done trainings. In fact, I'm doing a training this coming Friday, and it's going to be on situational awareness. And they're going to have a call that I'm going to simulate a call for a dog in a hot car, but they're going to go in thinking it's a dog in a hot car call. And then when we come back in the classroom, I'm going to ask them questions of what was the license plate on the car? You know, what was on the dashboard? I want to see what they notice and see what they take in. So it's those curveballs that I think really get people thinking and they get better at their job. And that's what I'm all about, man. I want to get them better at their job.
You know, I love it, and I love the scenario. I think I spoke on a few podcasts before on how to simulate, aka go inside and breach a car if necessary, if you can't find a person, if the animal is in distress, if is a whole bunch of ifs. So I like how you said if, okay? When we do what we do, we know how to do it and make sure we don't break any laws in the whole time, because again, that's somebody's property, and the animal is still somebody's property. The thing is, if it's in distress, then exit circumstances and you do what you do. Know what I mean? So, you know, I love that. Let's keep it going. We're going to swing back for a few things later on because I'm writing everything down as I talk. And again, this is Don't Fuck Up the Crime Scenes podcast. I have my man Mike Perkins while he's driving, and this is awesome. Mike, I really appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it, bro.
And I am using hands-free. Everything's legit. Because that's how I roll.
I love it. And okay, for as the next question is your most interesting case doing with either police and or animal welfare. What's your most interesting case you had?
Boy, there's a lot of them.
I know.
Gosh, just to narrow it down to one. You know, there was a situation when I was on the police department in our K-9 unit, and we went in and did a building search, and they had one guy that ran into a building. They set up a perimeter, and I went in with my dog, made our announcement, sent the dog, and the dog finds this guy hiding in the kitchen, standing on top of the counter. So I came in and walked into the kitchen and saw something out of the corner of my eye, and there's a second guy in there. Didn't know, nobody knew that there was a second guy in this apartment. So I was in the process of getting my butt whooped, and my dog came off the first guy and started engaging the second guy, and gave me the time to handcuff him and effect his arrest. The first guy that he initially engaged started to run away, and he went and took him down. The neatest thing about that whole thing is I never said a word to my dog to do anything. He did that all on his own. Which I've been active in the police canine world since 2003 as a member of the North American Police Work Dog Association, and since 2010, master trainer for that organization. The police canine world is a very tight-knit group. I love working with the dogs. I think that's probably one of the better stories that I've got from the canine world. From the animal rescue world, to say that one thing sticks out in my head, there's so many things that I've seen that I'd really like to forget. I think the biggest thing for me is when I go out there, whether it's one dog or 300 dogs, I think that this is their best day ever. They will never, ever have to live in situations like that we're removing them from. So I try to make it a positive experience. It gets a bit heart-wrenching at times, but I just try to make sure that I'm focused on the positive and getting them out and getting them safe.
I appreciate that, and just thinking my days when I was on my task force, and you came from a task force in St. Louis. I know your people, your former coworkers, stuff like that. I know them very, very well. In between and outside, stuff like that. We know the same people in the same area. I appreciate again. This is episode 72. Don't fuck up the crime scene. I have Mike Perkins while he's driving, and he's hands free. He's doing his job. Okay. Now I got to mention that. Like everybody's like this, dude. Why are you bothering him while he's driving, dude? Now I'm like, but the thing is, doing this job in the unexpected, and when your dog reacts the right way. So I worked with canine units before, never as a trainer. I've always been with the officer when they went in, stuff like that. The dog goes in and does his do and stuff like that. And here's a story. Here's one. So a lot of people don't understand. When the dog is on the suspect, when he's doing stuff like that, and officers trying to get the dog off the suspect and everything like that, I found out because I saw it. You need to be away from the officer, the canine officer, recalling his. He's like outs, and the dog's usually going to come back to either side and go over here. He gets the dog right. I saw where it was a SWAT team member too close to the canine officer, and the dog redirected and snapped on his nuts. Okay, because Mike, you know how it goes. Okay, arm, leg, crotch, right? Arm, leg, crotch. Right. And the dog clamped on, and the officer lost the testicle. Okay, but everybody's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." I'm like, "Hey, he got another one. He's okay." You know what I'm saying? But bro. Mike, hey, true story. So I learned right then and there, like that, when the officers engaged and where they have their dog engaged, woosah, stand back until he gets the dog. You know what I'm saying? I mind my business.
You're talking a situation where there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of focus on what's going on the nobody wants to let the bad guy get away. Everybody wants to jump in there into the mix and get a cuff on this guy because they want their name on the AR. That's how policemen are. They are a great group that they want to get that job done. And I've seen it too many times that when that dog's involved, that dog's got a job, and that dog's going to do his job. And that dog doesn't see the colors. He doesn't see the blue police uniforms. He doesn't see the brown sheriff's department uniforms. He doesn't see the khaki pants of the suspect. He sees his quarry as his handler has shown him.
Right.
And the dog's going to do a job. And if you get in his way, it's going to happen. What I always try to tell all the other officers on the scene is when you send the dog in, when I send the dog in and canine comes in, let them do their job.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be anywhere near. In St. Louis, I had a good buddy of mine got bit by my dog, the same dog, twice because he stepped in front and got in the way.
Yep.
And, it's like, dude, you need to step back. Let him do the job. Now, on the street, when we had apprehensions, I would never, ever call that dog off and come back to me.
Right.
Because with everything else going on, I don't want that dog to have a chance to go nuke somebody else.
Right.
I've always taught physical removal of the dog while on the street. You know, it's nice to have that verbal out, but can you control what drives that dog is going to show and where that dog's going to go, especially if there's other stuff going on?
No, I love it. I love it. I love it because I've seen and matter of fact, let's stay here. You know, I've seen sometime with an inexperienced or young canine officer can't get the dog off because sometimes it's too much dog. Have you ever had that happen? You know what I'm talking about.
I've seen that. Yeah, there's some handlers are smaller in stature. They're not as strong, and I think that kind of goes back to the interview process as to can this potential handler, conceivably have the strength to pull off a 90-pound dog off of a suspect and control that dog. You know,
because I've seen
small people that have had great control over the dogs, and I've seen big, large, tall, stocky handlers that couldn't handle a dog. So, you know, I think it goes back on that whole interview process for prospective handlers. You know,
my thing is like I have a few animal behaviorists, a whole bunch of trainers like that. I interview stuff like that. I just had Top Dog come on a little while ago, and Mike, I really appreciate this. Again, this is Mike Perkins and a Humane. He's been doing this forever. He's like an expert in disaster prep, stuff like that. I've been knowing Mike for years. I'd missed you in South Carolina. I didn't come down for that SACA. Yo, you going back to the SACA that's coming up in Orange Beach? Are you going now?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Alabama?
Yeah. I'm sitting
down there. I've got a presentation that I'm going to do for the animal control officers that their duties in the new millennium. You know,
really? Okay. I might show up. I have one of my my trainers coming down there, Dustin. I don't know if you met Dustin Dutton, the Alabama boy. He's going to come down there and do ethics. I think ethics is always a good class that everybody needs to take to make sure they stay in line and do not violate the law. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know,
my boss Tracy is actually going to be down there. She's our master of disaster. When we do disaster response, I fall in under her, and then when we do cruelty response, she falls in under me. So we're going to tag team some training down at the SACA conference. She's going to do a presentation on disaster response, and I'm going to do a presentation for the animal control officers.
Cool beans. And again, this is Mike Perkins of Atlanta Humane. Mike is a former retired PD officer that knows a lot, canine handler. And we're talking to Mike right now as he's driving, hands-free. He's doing his job. All right. Next question for you, Mike. Favorite food to cook or eat?
Ooh, I'll tell you, a racetrack cheeseburger is probably my go-to staple right now.
Racetrack.
That's when I'm out on the street, out on the road. That's my go-to. At home, it's whatever my wife cooks. I didn't get this big by so
I got you, baby. I got you. All right, since we're doing, and the name of the show is Don't Fuck Up the Crime Scene, and the next question is, hey, accidentally, on purpose, of course not purpose, have you ever messed up a crime? Have you ever botched a crime scene by accident?
Yeah, so when I was on the police department, they had a call for a SWAT call-out come out, and I wasn't too far away, and unbeknownst to me, I went right through the crime scene and drove right in front of the house. And got yelled at, and yeah, kind of messed things up. But I was young at the time and dumb, and I think I only had about 4 years on the department. So, yeah, I learned real quick from that mistake.
You know, again, don't get me wrong. So on the Easy Ace, I ask everybody the same 8 questions, and I get different answers every time. And people was like, "Well, why do you ask the same questions?" I was like, "Motherfucker," because it's everybody gonna give you a different answer. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, that's how you learn.
it-
You get different answers, and then everybody's got their own story. You get 10 people together that see one car accident, you're going to have 10 different stories.
oh yeah,
Because everybody sees things in a different way.
you know, and when I go out there and I talk to people, and don't get me wrong, the reason why I do the podcast is to educate, influence a little here and there, but to say, hey, go get some training for one thing. Go get some training. Hopefully it's great training, okay? But go get some training. And on this channel, I don't discriminate. Now, even though I am pro LETI, because me and you a graduate, I'm a graduate like that. I'm pro LETI, stuff like that. But I support all the other establishments like NACA, Code 3, stuff like that. Because listen, if you don't come to my training, if you don't come to LATF like that, get some fucking training. Get something out there. And a lot of people be like this, like, you just want to, it's this competition. It's really not when it comes to knowledge. When it comes to knowledge, it's like, okay, I want to be schooled, and I want the best information out there, or updated information, or best practices. And best practices, they would differ. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you're doing with disaster prep, stuff like that. I just got off. I was talking to Eric Thompson, and Eric Thompson out there doing all the swift water captures, like E my boy. I ain't seen E in a whole long time. I want to have him on the show. I had Rebecca Jimenez Houston on the show, and that opening 5 minutes, she was incredible. Oh my God, you got to listen to that episode, bro. Rebecca was off the chain. I was like, okay, that's one way to wake up. We had a great time. Next question for you is favorite place to visit or vacation, or both?
Ooh, give me a beach. I don't care where it is. Just give me a beach. I guess there's just something to be said about being around the tranquility of the water, toes in the sand, breeze in your hair, what little hair I got left. It's peaceful, and it really kind of keeps me grounded.
I like that.
Yeah, give
So
me a beach.
yeah, I'm not the biggest beach guy. I'm already have a tan. I don't want to get any darker. When I get darker, my credit score goes lower. So yeah, that I'm gonna get killed on that joke. But anyway, the thing is like this, bro. I like nice weather. Wherever I go, I want it to be nice weather. Okay. I'm looking to go to South America and Central America this year. So bring my team, because I need a team around me to make sure I don't get in trouble. Okay. So Mike, don't fucking laugh. Don't let Mike.
Big team.
Mike. So we have a good time when we go out, stuff like that, and we have way too much fun. I eat everything in moderation. I stick to I don't do brown liquor too much anymore. So I stick to my tequila, and I stick to my vodka, locals, stuff like that, and stuff like that. So I do white. I wouldn't say white liquor all the time, but I try to be clean. I try to eat clean and make sure I can get these checks I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Bro.
You don't drink it anymore, but you don't drink it any less.
No comment. I'm not going there with you. I'm not going there. What you say about skeletons? What you say about skeletons?
Best left in the closet.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
Are you a good teammate? Are you a good teammate?
I would like to think so. I've always, since my days back in college playing football, I learned what it was like to be on a team. In the police department, I was on a SWAT team. After I messed up that crime scene that one day, I was part of the team member on the SWAT team. I was a team member for the K-9 unit. I was a team member for animal welfare. I've always been a part of a team, and I know that one person does not make or break that team, but everybody together can certainly make or break it.
The one thing I love that answer you gave. The one thing I had to learn was ego. I had to check my ego at the door. I'm not the most important person when I'm on the team, and I might be point at some times, but I'm still not the most important person. You feel me? And then when I learned about incident command and ICS and stuff like that, I learned how to be in my place do what I need to do, listen to whoever's in charge, shut the fuck up, and just do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not personal. Just do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
You got away with words. So, you're right. I mean, you leave your ego at the door, and because, you go on the scene, and if I go on the scene, if I'm not in charge, hey, you tell me what you want to do if you're in charge. I'll do it. It doesn't matter to me. I will be a team player all the time, and I try to make sure that I always focus on what's best for that team, whatever team it is.
And again, this is Don't Fuck Up the Crime Scene, episode 72, and we got Mike Perkins, ATL, Humane Society, stuff like that. Matter of fact, I just had I was talking to Dr. Dorsey. I'm trying to get her on not too long ago. That's just your lead vet, Dr. Dorsey.
I love Dr. Dorsey.
Right.
She's awesome.
I'm trying to get her on the show, and we was talking one night, and she's a very good resource. I've been knowing Doc for at least 20 years, and she's still soft spoken. She will grab you. She will grab you and like, all right, listen, okay. But she's very soft spoken, very professional, like that. How do you? And this is a question before I go to the next question. How do you collect your resources to make sure they're the best people for you? How does Mike get the resources that he needs to make sure the team is good?
Well, I guess if I'm looking for a vet for our team and I'm choosing from the great veterinarians that we have at our disposal at Atlanta Humane, I want the one that is the most experienced. I want the one that has seen more, who's done more. I want the best. Just like any pro team of any sport, who do they get for their team? But they get the best that they could find. Mm-hmm. And that's what I want. There's different aspects to each team player. I might have a person that is a good photographer, mm-hmm. taking my evidence photos. I want somebody who is very detail oriented, writing everything down and mm-hmm. scribing everything.
Right.
I want somebody who's got great organizational skills to identify different places on a scene that we're going to need to address. So I want to find the right people for the right job. And, that right job, I figure out what that is, and then I look for the people that I feel best will fit that.
I love it. And for all you guys listening, stuff like that, on my dude and dudettes and everything like that, again, this is episode 72. I still can't believe I've been past 5 episodes. Mike, this is me, okay? Mike, I can talk. God damn it, okay? I can talk. But okay.
It crossed my mind.
The hell with you. But but to put it in a nutshell, the first time, and this is real, the first time I heard my voice outside of me talking, I actually heard it on a playback I was doing with April Doherty, and she was doing her dissertation, and I was like talking like that, and she let me film it, and I heard my voice. Mike, I was hooked. I was like, damn, that guy sounds good. Who is that guy, right? And it's the hell with you, okay? And I was like, God damn, he sounds sexy. Who's that guy, right? So, and then I looked at it, I said, shit, that's me, right? So I was like, okay, great.
Well, some would say you're your own worst critic. You would say that you're your own best fan.
Bro, let me tell you like this, Mike. I heard myself. I said, okay, but I had to be polished, I had to clean up, stuff like that. So when I come on the podcast, stuff like that, I try to be crisp with everything I say. I don't try to have lips when I talk. I make sure I watch my S's and all that good stuff, and make sure I don't blow out the microphone. I don't peak, because there's a lot of rules to podcast, bro. It's like, I ask him a question. Did you ask? Or did you ask him? You know what I'm saying? So I have to, Mike, they say, I asked him. So you chopped his hand off? No, motherfucker. I asked him, So Mike, in this whole world I'm going into now, it's just social media and podcasts like that. And hey, I'm having a TV show. I'm going to have a TV show, bro.
Wow.
No. But, digital TV, okay? And then, I'm working on something else too. We need to talk. We need to talk. So you can be like this, hey, blah, 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 blah. Now, let's talk about, last question, and then we get into the way you bring everybody together. Are you a dog or cat person? I know the answer, but go ahead.
I'm a dog person.
Oh, really? Really? Okay, I wouldn't have noticed.
Go figure, right?
Okay. And why? Why are you a dog person? Explain.
Oh, gosh. This story goes back to when I was in kindergarten, and our teacher read us a story about a little beagle named Barney. And when my mom would walk me to school, we would pass this house, and they had a beagle in the backyard. And I called the dog Barney the Beagle. So on the weekends, I would go. Now, I was 6 years old, okay? Mm-hmm. So I would go down to my neighbor's house who had a dog, and I would take their trash out for them, mm-hmm. and then they would give me a couple dog bones, and then I would save those, and then on my way to and from school, when Barney the Beagle was out, I would give that dog a treat. So, this started a long time ago, and my dad was not the kind of person that had dogs growing up. He was not a very big animal fan. So I didn't have a dog of my own until I bought my own house. And that was in '89, and I've not been without a dog since. So, yeah, I think dogs really give me a lot of energy. There's that connection there that's just really unseen and unspoken. I've got a pitty now, and they were going to put her down in St. Louis, and I started doing an office foster, and then I went to a home foster, and that transitioned into a failed foster. And she's 10 years old now, and she is just the best dog that I've ever had. I've had some good dogs, but for a companion dog, she's awesome. I don't have to put her on a leash to go anywhere. She follows me everywhere. She wakes me up at 2 o'clock every morning so she can get a drink and go outside. And then she runs back in the bedroom and jumps up in the bed right where I was laying. So, but she's great, man. I mean, dogs are awesome, and it doesn't matter what breed, what size they are. They're going to give you unconditional love, and you just don't get that from a cat, in my eyes.
No. I got you.
The cats I've seen are just like, they're very kind of standoffish. Dogs, and they're up in your face.
I tell you like this. I miss having a dog. I don't have a dog now because I travel a little bit too much. So the cats are like, yeah, I'm good. Just leave some shit out there. I'll eat it and drink it and clean my shit. You know what I'm saying? Cats are totally different. They're like, they're very bougie and diva-ish. Like they're like this. They walk around, Mike. They're like this. They say, hey, pet me. Hey, stroke me. Hey, clean this shit up. Hey, feed me. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, I thought I was married, bro. I was like, cause I got divorced for a reason, okay? I'm up there like, okay, you and me stroke you. Yeah. I'm like, real. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? Real, motherfucker. Real, right? So, Mike, when I tell you, I got 2 cats now, which they entertain each other, so I'm okay with that. As far as the dogs and everything, I haven't had a dog since my min pin died. And I took it hard. I didn't know I was going to take it that hard. And I didn't know I was taking it hard. You know what I'm saying? I would go home to feed him. He dead, I would go home to walk him. He's dead. And I didn't know I was grieving through, my dog actually dying. It was weird, and, but like now I'm like, okay. But because I travel at least twice a month, I know I can't have a dog like that. You know what I'm saying? If I do, I have to get my neighbors and stuff like that involved, whatever like that. I'm up in DC now, so it's different. And I miss Georgia somewhat. I miss some of the food somewhat. I did not miss 285 traffic, 75 traffic, 85 traffic. Y'all can have that shit.
Well, there's construction, I think, everywhere. My commute to downtown from my house is, depending on what time I leave or what time I start out, it could be anywhere from 1 to 3 hours.
Fuck out of here.
So
I can't do it, Mike. Mike, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it.
The traffic is terrible, but it's always been terrible down here.
The thing is like this. Okay, so so when I was around the DeKalb area, DeKalb, Gwinnett, Henry area, or Fulton, a little like that, I kind of know the patterns of traffic. You know what I'm saying? You know when to go. But bro, if you do not know when to go, oh no. I mean, it's unreal. It's unreal. The 285, 185, you're coming from way up top, stuff like that. The 75, the end. I mean, it's too much. I'm like, yeah. And then Martyr is tragic. That train system sucks rhinoceros nuts. Okay, I mean, it is so. Now everybody complains about DC. Go ahead.
When I go up at North Spring.
Yeah.
Then I jump on MARTA. It takes me right down to the airport. When I land, I get my bag. I jump on MARTA. It takes me right back up to North Springs. I'm kind of a big fan of MARTA.
No.
I don't get on the buses.
No.
For the airport?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, hands down. And this what gets me. They have, and I've been, I fly around all the time. There's very few train stations that go to the airport. Right. And MARTA, it was, because, I lived in Atlanta for like 26 years. And I was like, okay, all I do is I get on the, what was it, the yellow line to the red line. And I go down and take the red line straight to the airport. Right. And I'm like, and like you said, you go there and you get off and everything. If you need a car, I mean, it's Atlanta is easy for me to navigate because I was there for so long. DC, you're at the airport. But around the country, they don't have a lot of, oh, wait, no. Chicago, it goes to the airport. They don't have a lot, that goes to the airport. I don't understand that. I mean, I would think Colorado, I think.
St. Louis, they have a Metrolink that goes to the airport.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would, and don't get me wrong, I'm a train guy, right? Buses, I fucking hate. I went to Vancouver, in November. Me to you, never go to Vancouver in slight winter. Not good. It's beautiful people, help you out. I navigate the whole thing. I had my team with me. We went up there. Life was really good. Hold on one second. Let me, my daughter's calling. Hold on one second. And, hold on one second. Mike? Oh, no. No. I'm going to tell her I'm going to call her back. I want to call her back. Okay. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So that was my daughter calling me because, I always try to answer. This is my firstborn. I got to accept the call. I said I call her back. But anyway, as I was saying, we got all that out the way. So let's go into this. So you're team-oriented. Question for you. I got a question. Why do you like cross-training? Why do you like cross-training in other divisions? Why do you like cross-training?
Well, people get sick. People quit. People move on. And if you only have one person that does one job, every time you go out, you still have to have a certain set of positions filled. And if you've only got one person to fit in that one round peg to fit in that one round hole, and then you don't have it, then you've got an empty spot. So as a matter of team strength, you need to have another person to back them up. You remember that movie, We Were Soldiers, with Mel Gibson?
Yeah. First one on the plane, last one off the plane. I got you.
First one off the plane.
Yeah, I got you.
Boom, you're dead. They knew the job of the people below them, and they knew the job of the people above them. Because when the metal hits the road, I mean, you're gonna need to know that, and that's how you build an effective team. That people are always going to change. People are going to move on. You're going to have low personnel, and if you don't have these people that can go right in to these situations, and as you well know, these situations come up at probably the most inopportune times. So it could be a Friday afternoon at 4:30, and I get a call, and I go hook up the trailer, and I go, and I'm like, okay, we need our core team. And Tracy gets everybody together, and they start heading up. Well, one person is going to be out, so maybe that person is our photographer.
Right.
And now we need to have somebody that knows their way around a camera and is able to do that job. So you have to have a spare. You have to have somebody that can step up and do that job. If you're going to do it effectively, you got to have the right people to do it. And that one right person could be 2 or 3 people. So cross-train them and have more different hats.
No. I love it. I love it because, I'm one of those that when I come in, hypothetically, I'm usually like, and if I'm point, I'm like, okay, I'm point, who's my safety officer? If I'm incident commander, okay? Who's my safety officer? Because I need that person with me all the time, make sure everything's doing what? Being done correctly, okay? To make sure we don't have any, accidents, incidents, or whatever like that. Because depending on if your MOU, because sometimes you might be in your county, be all cross county. You have to make sure you have the MOU that says it's okay, because risk management is like, well, you shouldn't have been there, and liabilities like that, this type of risk management claims like that. So you have to make sure everything is good. Once we have everything is good, I'm like this, because, fire departments, they help each other out, but there's an MOU there, a mutual aid agreement somewhere, okay? A mutual understanding somewhere. But with us, animal control, and I love what you're doing. I love how you're bringing in everybody, because it's a lot of moving parts. So when, this is me to you, we just talking. One of the best resources I've ever had is my phone. And people are like, what? My phone, because it has so many contacts. You know what I'm saying, Mike? I have so many contacts where I'm like this, hey, section chief, operations, or whatever like that. Hey, I need somebody out here because of this. They're like, all right, 10-4, I got you. And they might roll an engine towards you because of whatever reason. But you have to establish all of those contacts and resources and relationships before you can get that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And, one of the things I found even when I was back in the police department, what happens in one district, they may not hear about it in the other district because you're on the other side of the street. You're on a different boundary. So that information's not going to travel. And then what works for one department may not work for another department, but if they don't know that, how can they even try it? So my big thing was, let's get a group together to share information, to talk about trends, to talk about employee retention, to talk about the job in general. Let's talk about our frequent flyers that are moving from Cobb to DeKalb to Cherokee down to Henry. And let's let everybody know about these people so that they can be proactive and they can do something about it. So I got a group together, started off with 4 or 5 counties, animal control supervisors and directors. We added Fulton County courts, APD, and now we're now covering. We got representatives in our group from about 12 counties, Department of Ag, Department of Natural Resources. So if there's a question, and what I found lately is we meet bi-monthly. Off the time of when we meet, I'll have people from our group email me and say, hey, we're doing an adoptions, and the letters or the forms that these people have to sign for animals that have potential behavioral problems. Does anybody else have something like that we can use to copy? And then I'm able to turn it around, not only check with my shelter and see what we've got, but I submit it out to the group and say, what do you guys do? And we get together and we share information, and I think it makes for a more cohesive group. I promote the trainings that I do. I've gone to and have gotten scheduled several different counties to go up and talk to their animal controls about stuff. And it's just the idea of having this network that you can bounce ideas off of, get information from, and share. That's huge in today's day and age.
What do you call your meetings? Because I need a name for this podcast. What do you call your meetings?
Right now, we're calling it the Animal Welfare Professionals Group.
No, that sounds good.
Because it's, it's based of the supervisors and the directors and the people that are in charge, because then we say all what we got to say, and then those people go back and then they disseminate that information through their ranks. So we're kind of the top tier.
Again, this is Mike Perkins again, Atlanta Humane. He's like the bomb, disaster guy, cruelty guy. He's a bomb, and he's coming to us again. He's driving. How long you got to drive, man? Where you on 75, 85? Where you going? 20?
Let's see. I've got about 5 more miles to go. It'd probably be another hour.
Okay. God damn.
Yeah, that's the Atlanta traffic for you.
No, sir. Swipe left. But bro. Because when I come down there, I get picked up and everything. I'm bougie, so I get picked up in the airport and everything. I go downstairs and everything with the private cars meet and everything. Y'all can hate me for all y'all can hate me. Y'all say, "Oh, dude, and bougie." Yes, goddamn it. Yes, I am. Okay. I have a great time when I come to Mike. I am spoiled. Okay. I've learned how to network and move around with the people who write the checks. So I come out there, I'm like this, yo, what we doing? All right, where we going? And I don't even pull out the what's called the black card. I don't even pull that out. I'm like, y'all got this, right? Okay, good. And because I'm a freeloader, goddammit, okay? I'm one of those, Mike, you know me, okay? I will come to you. I will show up at your doorstep like maybe 10 minutes before I call you. Yo, I need a couch. You're like, where you at? I'm at your front door, son. They're like, what? Oh, Mike. People, okay, the dude and dudettes would tell you, yeah, that motherfucker was on my couch, man. I mean, I'll come up there, hey, talk to your wife, talk to your husband, dude's coming. And I'm like, I hang up the phone. I don't wait for an answer like that. I'm coming. And that's it. Mike, you know me, okay? I will show up at your door. Like, how did you get my address? Motherfucker, I know everybody. I know where you live. Stop playing. I'm a stalker. I'm a professional stalker. Stop playing. But
well, and that just goes to show what a good network can do.
Yes. Yeah. No. We talking. I have slept on so many couches throughout my teaching career. And I mean more than a little bit. I'm like, yo, I'm coming through. Yeah, I need it. They're like, got you, son. And the thing is, like, people hit me. Okay, when I was in Atlanta, people come by the house. My daughters, my sons can tell you. I say, the mailman know. I have about 3 or 4 garage remotes inside the mailbox. And people, it was like an Airbnb before Airbnb. Okay, and people coming in there. My daughter, my son, like, who the fuck is coming to the house? Okay, and they're like, hey, we're here. They said we got a room upstairs. They're like, oh yeah, go to the right. And this is I had an Airbnb before Airbnb, okay? And people come through talking about like this, and I come home, I'm from work, like that. I'm like, yo, and my son and my daughter, I don't know who's in the house, okay? I come in there, I'm actually breaking into my own house, right? I'm knocking the door, and they're like this, they're like, dude, I'm like, dude. And I cook for everybody. We have a good time because I had a big house. I had a very big house. I had about 4 bathrooms, a whole bunch of rooms like that. 2 staircases. I was all right. Kind of lost that house in a divorce. I'm not gonna go there, but I was all right, Mike. But like now I'm in DC. Shit a little different now. You come, let me know when you're coming. I got a room for you.
Houses are a little smaller up there.
Bruh, my shit is microscopic, okay? I got a bed for you, and I got a shower for you. You good to go. You come through, Mike. You come through. I got you, bro. I mean, everybody know I got you. You come.
All I need.
Yeah, bro. You come through DC. You say, yo, dude. I'm like, got you. Enough said. No. Enough said. And everybody who's my peeps, they not like that. Yeah. And I have slept over at least 50, 55 people homes throughout my tenure. I'm like, yo, I'm in town. They're like, all right, what's up? I'm like, yo, I need a bed. I got you. And Mike, just like that. And a matter of fact, I might be doing some production work out in Arizona. I already told Amanda, yo, she got 2 Savannah cats or servals. These big ass giant cats, right? She said, right. I mean, she's like, you're not gonna be scared, right? I'm like, nah, but goddamn. I mean, because a regular sized cat is about 12 to 14 pounds. These cats are like 40 to 50 pounds. I'm like, what? So she had 2 pits and stuff like that. So I'm like, what's up? So I might be on the couch with her for a little while when I come out there to do my thing. But yo, bro, anything you need to promote, before I let you go.
One of the big things that I started about a year and a half ago was training, and I start developing different programs, everything from crime scene investigation, situational awareness, evidence collection, and it's all based on my real life experiences and knowledge that I've obtained through the police department, through going out and answering the calls and talking to people and doing rescues. The Atlanta Humane Society will allow me to go anywhere to provide these programs. Typically in the state of Georgia, if you're outside the state, call me, we'll talk. And, it doesn't cost you anything. They put me up in a hotel. I've got a really nice car that I can take around, and it's a good learning experience. We talk about everything from the rescues to search warrants, and why is an owner surrender better than a search warrant? We talk about it, and we do just little roundtable talks and throw questions out. Let's discuss it. Just like our animal welfare professionals group. Let's put this stuff out on the table. Let's talk about it. Let's iron these things out. Let's explain these laws. Let's figure out how we're going to do our job, but how we're going to do it right for the betterment of the animals that we're out there to protect.
I love it. And again, it's episode 72. This is the homie. And a lot of people come on the podcast and they like, this is really guy know all these people. Mike, with your profession, my profession, we know like thousands of people, and then I try to gauge everybody. And now that I'm doing what social media, I come out, stuff like that. So where's the next time you teaching and where you going next so I can promote it?
I will be up in Cherokee County on the 17th of March, doing a program for them on, what are we doing? I will be doing a program for them on situational awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And the next programs we're going to have are for our disaster volunteers. But my calendar's kind of open. We're going to be taking requests for whatever trainings you want. If I have them in place, I'll do them. If I don't have them in place, I'll work on getting one. So if anybody's got questions, comments, they want to bend my ear on a case or something, mperkins at atlantahumane.org is my email. Shoot me an email, and like Kevin says, we'll talk.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother. I'm gonna post this out for you and the whole nine and everything. I'm gonna make sure. No, bro. We family. Come on, stop playing. We family. And because you know how we know how we do. I'm gonna do my best to come down there for SACA. I have because of my schedule. I have every month except for August. August is my vacation month. This is my vacation month where I'm going to go on vacation somewhere. So me and the team, we go somewhere. And, when I say team, I have, again, certain handlers around me that make sure I stay straight, okay? I fly straight, okay? Stop laughing, Mike. And I get shit done, okay, in a period, because I can kind of like go off the beaten path sometime, okay. But my team, to hell with you, the team that I have, and guys, y'all don't understand. Me and Mike, that's my boy, okay. That's my boy. We have way too much fun when we're together. Tag team, back it's like thunder and lightning. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you last. God damn it, okay.
All right, Cal Naughton.
Oh, taters. But hey, brother, I appreciate you. Get home safe in the whole nine. What we want to do is stop this. And like I said, let's talk. Let's work together. And if you need something when I come through, let me know if you want me to do anything you need me to do. I'm up in D.C., but I'm in Atlanta because my kids. And let me know. All right.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Take it slow and drive safe. Talk to you later, bro. And that's a wrap. Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. It was a pleasure. You know, I always have fun talking my stories and all that good stuff. So again, tune in to dfutcs.com. Don't F up the crime scene. Holla back at you guys later.